Hey guys. Um, Hope everybody had a good Christmas. I know I did. And welcome back. Uh, I got a bunch of stuff. I actually got a new sound card for my computer. Oh, no, nobody knows this, but I've been listening to everything in one ear, and now I can hear it in two ears. It's fantastic. Cause I've been using headphones, and only one side plays because the sound card was broken this whole time, and now it's not. It's fantastic. Um, the First off, anybody has any recommendations um for other things to watch, please let me know in the comments below. I am always looking for new stuff to watch. Okay, this is Leftovers season final for season one final. Here we go. The last episode dealt with the past, and we got to see everybody's life. Well, mainly, actually, um, well, it was actually about uh, Nora's life and Kevin's life. The whole thing revolved around the two of their lives for some reason. I guess because they're connecting now. You know, those two worlds never really interacted. I guess the two of them never really interacted. They never even met until after all this stuff. Almost like they were meant to, you know. And the story was a parallel of their two lives. And we got to see how everybody was before everything happened. The, the His wife was still there with him, but even then they weren't really that happy actually. So I thought that was interesting. The probably the biggest change was the daughter, of course. Oh, she was so happy before. She was such a regular freaking teenage girl, and look at her now. She's crazy. And the son too was so. Everybody was just happy before. It's so sad. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I guess they both were having major problems anyway. It looks like, they weren't already. They really weren't happy, and they may have ended up being divorced. It was already the kids kind of knew it. The Kevin Kevin has a Kevin has a there's this need to. I think he's looking for purpose in his life. And then, ironically, the worst thing in the world happened that may actually give him that that chance to do something. You know, this is. Do I take the dad seriously? It's all a game. If it is, then is it set up for him so he can do something? You know, is it all about him breaking out of his shell or something like that? What's going on? But anyway, the guilty remnant are. So that was that, and we saw all this stuff in the past, and we found out that Laura's tragedy was losing her baby. I think, right? Losing her baby that she didn't want to tell Kevin about for some reason. Maybe it makes me think that it wasn't his, because the doctor, especially, she did say, is it Kevin's? Or it's Kevin's or something like that. It is Kevin's, isn't it? And there was a pause, and Laura, it just seemed really suspicious. And Laura said, "Of course it is." I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I don't trust it. They did that for a reason. This show does everything for a reason, and that doesn't sound like that. Sounds like you somebody who's cheating on his on her husband. It's possible they were both cheating on each other. Well, he didn't cheat until the very end, right? Just before everything happened. It's almost like he could. He's like he could sense something was gonna happen. I don't know. It's almost like he caused it, but no, no. That's what happened. That's that one. The It seems like that was her tragedy, and something about that caused her to just lose all purpose in life, and the guilty remnant was her chance to gain it back. You know, it was very interesting that the she used to be a psychologist, and now I can see how that happened. You know, she had all the answers, and then she thought she had all the answers, right? And the psychiatrist, and she was trying to, she was showing her patients how to live and everything, how to have the right set of mind. all that kind of thing. Like she has all the answers, and then everything happens, and then she doesn't have any answers anymore. She has nothing. She has nothing, and it changes her whole life. It breaks her reality, and now she don't know what to believe because this is the lady kept saying that the world was gonna end, and she was the one saying it's not. You don't know what you're talking about, and now it's the reverse. The world kind of did end, and unexplainable event happened. She got no answers, and that gave Patty all the power in the world because suddenly she realized something I said was right. I think she's just a crazy nut, though. If you say the world's gonna end enough times, if you keep saying it over and over for the next thousands of years, if anything bad happens, you're gonna think you're right, right? So I think it's a coincidence, but she ended up calling it, and so I think that gave her power all of a sudden. She felt like she had the answers, and then she provided a meaning to their lives. But it's funny because I thought that it was about not having emotions. They couldn't cope, right? I thought it was the opposite of having a meaning. I thought it was about having no meaning, but actually, it was about giving them purpose, or at least that was what Laura took away from it. Anyway, that's enough of that. There's so much to unpack there. Could go on forever, but anyway, um, it we moved to a kid and all this other stuff. Everybody got hurt from that, and then we are where we are now. In the present day, Laura is now, I would figure she's in charge of the guilty remnant at this point because Patty is gone. And so was, I can't remember the other girl's name. Grace? Something like that. Yeah. She's gone too. Gladys. I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, she's gone. The other lady's gone too. I think Laura is the leader at this point. And there's something that's going to happen tomorrow. That's probably today. I'm guessing the season final going to be whatever they were saying up in that church. Whatever it is, this is it. It's happening. Enough talk. Let's find out what the hell's going on. Oh boy, it's gonna be huge if it's gonna be the season final. They got clothes laid out on the ground. I don't know what's gonna happen. I thought they were gonna kill themselves in the church or something. I think it's a suicide cult, so I think it's definitely gonna have a suicidal element to it. I feel like they're gonna kill themselves or something, like was it Jonestown or whatever. Jacksonville, Jonestown, something like that, right? There's like a suicide cult. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna do something like that. I don't know how that affects. Well, I guess. Are they just gonna lay down and kill themselves? I feel like there's gonna be something bigger than that happening. I mean, that's nasty and all that, but it's kind of passive. There's gotta be some kind of element that brings everybody else into it, because they could do that and kill themselves and no one would even know. There's something else happening. I think they're gonna do something to the town. They started with picture frames and stuff, This time they're gonna come back and take the kids or something. I don't know what's gonna. I don't know what's gonna. I don't know what the clothes means. I can't even imagine. Oh, let's go. Let's do it. Woo! Let's do it. Oh wow! We just come right back to this. Oh, the episode's called Prodigal. The Prodigal Son Returns, by the way. This is French? The odd choice. I don't think she's gonna like it, the daughter's here. She knows what they're gonna do, and I don't think she wants the daughter to die. Oh yeah, she had a daughter. What the hell is going on with this thing? It's all bullshit.
I should have known he was a liar when he said I was special.
Yep.
We don't need him.
No, you don't need him.
Christine, we don't need Wayne. Do you want me to?
No, I got her.
What?
Is there anything I can do to help you?
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
He looks homeless now.
Yeah. Just go around asking people if they need help.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, the church bus. That's awesome. We need more people like that guy. Oh no, she's a drop. Oh shit! Oh, how could she? How could she do that? I mean, I know why she did it. I know why she did that. But how could she do that? And now he's left alone with a baby that he didn't even ask for. That sucks. He's gonna have to come home. He got no other choice, man. Man, this family has just gone off the rails. They're so far away from what they were. It's mind-boggling. Please, Jill, go. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. She wants her to go home. I'm gonna do whatever you're gonna do. You know, we're gonna be together no matter what. I like that. There's still a little bit of the old her in there. Liv Tyler. I like this. This reminds me of a scene in Elite. She's not gonna go through with it. You're not gonna go through with it. What's wrong with you? It's easy because you didn't have your daughter looking at you in the face. That might actually be the best thing she could have done with the daughter. Just go there and face them. Replicate things or whatever. What is this? Departure day, year 4. What does the blue represent? What the hell? What's happening? What was that? Why was he just standing there in the middle of the road? Okay, so I wasn't crazy, right? Someone just standing in one place like that. What the hell? Wait. What in the world? I don't want to. It's kind of. What the hell? Someone. Oh, I get it. Why would they do that? Did they put mannequins in their houses? That needs more explanation. I thought something supernatural was just happening right there. He called him?
I got lost coming off the highway.
He called Matt?
I tried to call you.
I have shovels in my trunk.
Oh wow. What a loyal dude, man. You guys are family after this. I like how Matt just believes Kevin. Sometimes we just need somebody to believe in us, you know? As a eulogy.
No thanks.
All he's asking you is to read it. I mean, the least you could do, right? I mean, I get it, you know. I don't want to be dishonest. I don't. If I don't believe it, I don't.
I have not departed from the commandment
Not departed.
of his lips.
Interesting
I have
use
treasured
of
the
words.
of his mouth.
Just like that. I'm not gonna tell anybody what happened. We're just gonna. Nobody will ever know. I doubt that. Oh, at FEC. They added explosives and fire and coats to the list, right? What?
And there was no other choice.
Oh, I guess he trusted the wrong person. I was wrong. Now I know. Now he's gonna know what it was like to be the dad. The magazine? Are you serious? Some kind of shit going on in this place that I don't know about? Because the dad should be here, right? Oh, this is the same place. Okay, yeah. The dad freaking runs this place or what? We belong together. Well,
Hey, baby boy.
I'm not fucking crazy.
Neither am I.
yep. Well, look at that. We're still here.
You know.
I don't belong here.
Get the fuck out of here. Son,
What?
I said,
What?
do not turn around.
What?
Fuck him.
What? What the hell's happening? What?
Hello again.
Okay, well, there better be a good explanation for all of this.
Hey, twat. He needs to stay.
Yo.
Hey, you leave with her. You leave with her.
Looks like we're gonna be traveling companions. Until then.
There you go. Oh, Jesus. So that was all a freaking dream. That was crazy. Okay, so he didn't turn him in. Jesus, I don't know what to believe anymore.
If she wanted to deliver a message by cutting her own throat,
She knew you'd get it.
why we're still here.
And that is... Well, I didn't get anything. I didn't get that from that. No purpose in life? I don't know.
I wanted to be free of my family.
What? So they all did? Everybody?
Just remember their look on their faces when they were so happy. And then I started to lose them. One by one.
That's horrifying.
It's not your fault.
Huh? You had the son? No. Oh, shit.
Right.
Wayne? What the hell happened to him? Did he do it himself?
I think I may be a fraud.
You realize that now?
No, just thinking.
To see if he can make it happen. Oh, shit. Was he real? His face, man.
Grunt.
What? Damn. He just froze like that. Like a defiant look on his face. Gone. Ugh, Jesus. Drop a dead body in my face. Thank you very much. I'm gonna guess he wished for his family to be reunited or his son to come back. Oh, they were looking for him. They were looking for Wayne. I get it.
Excuse me. This man did nothing wrong. We were just having lunch, and he's a police officer, a chief.
I really like Matt this episode. He's really stepped up. I can't imagine there's no water shit. Is that the girl, the lady with the baby again? Why do we keep seeing her?
It's all right. Calm down. Just drop the gun.
Oh, well, what does she describe it as? We made them remember. Yeah. Oh, that's disturbing, man. The bodies of the. How did they even know what position they were in? Did they have access to the surveys? They recreated their worst incident, so they all could experience it again. Yeah, because they did it to everybody. Nobody wants to help these people. Oh shit! They're controlling the fire. Oh shit! Oh shit! She said something. She said, "Jill." Where is she? Oh, she's in the house. He's gonna. You watch. By the end of this episode, everybody will come together. The son gonna come home out of desperation. He's going to go in and save his daughter. Laura's gonna throw this coat behind. What the hell? He's gonna sit there and die. Maybe it actually helped her. I don't know. That is disturbing. Dolls are really freaky, actually. Were they in that? Weren't they in the opposite positions though? Was the daughter in the other seat? Right? She spilled her juice on the other side of the table, I think. Yeah, so I think they got the placement wrong. Interesting. Say goodbye.
You were good to me, Kevin.
Oh
Sometimes
no.
when we were together,
Oh
I
no.
remembered who I used
No. Why are you talking in past tense for?
But
No,
I was
she's not okay. She's not okay.
pretending as if I hadn't lost. I want to believe that I'm not surrounded by the abandoned ruin of a dead civilization.
Jesus, that sounds really depressing.
One.
She looks like a guy.
Strong.
But he's gaining everything back and she doesn't.
I tried to get better, Kevin. I didn't want to feel this way, so I took a shortcut.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's done.
But it led me right back home. I can't go on the way I'm living, but I don't have the power to die.
What?
But I have to.
So where's she going? She's not gonna die. Okay. Oh my gosh, how did you find each
I
other?
think about a place where nobody will know what happened.
Are you gonna get that tattoo now?
I don't ever want to forget them.
So she's not gonna kill herself, she's just leaving.
Well, and tell
Let's
you how
get
much
that
it means
let's
to
get
me.
that dog after all. Holy shit. It's tamed. Oh shit. It's the baby. Oh, he put it on.
Look what I found.
What? It just ends like that? Dang. That was actually pretty amazing. That was actually really strangely uplifting actually by the end there. Cause you know I mean this the show can be pretty disturbing. Pretty disturbing and ugly a lot of the time. You know, you need some kind of like moments of hope in there. And I can see where this is going though. It's gonna be. I imagine next season is gonna be really. It's gonna be really hard to watch until the end of the series, isn't it? And then all this stuff gonna come to a head. And in the third season, I feel like it's gonna be really suffering, like all season 2, even most of season 3, and then if you can stick through it though, there's gonna be an amazing thing happening at the end. I feel like it will. I hope the payoff is all worth it to get to there, because there's a lot of tough. You know, no one wants to be depressed all the time. It's gonna be really tough. I thought Noah was gonna die for sure. Well, that is. Well, I don't know where to start. That is the end of the Guilty Remnant. That's it. They're gone. The only one left is Laura, and looks like. Well, yeah. It looks like I think she's parted ways with that part of her life. She realized it wasn't the answer she was looking for. I have a feeling that this show is not about answers at all. It's like The Walking Dead, and it's about an inexplicable. It's about how people deal with an unexplainable event. How The Walking Dead is about zombies or undead walking around, no reason as to why it happened. It's just dealing with it, how people deal with that situation. Same thing here. I think these people are dealing with the situation, and it's just all these people dealing with it. I don't know if we'll ever get really answers. So I understand that now. I feel like that's what's happening here. So if you're looking for an answer to what happened, Yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna get it. Not in the way that you expected. This is about all these people coping with what's happening, but you know, um, it's like despite all this horrible shit happening, this like the show right here, good things can happen, come out of all the. It's like good things can come out of terrible shit like that. You know, there's still good in the world. It can penetrate through, man. And you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. All these little inexplicable events end up combining together. It was really cool to see Kevin meet Wayne. I don't know what happened to him, but it looks like he did it to himself. I don't know. Something cut his stomach out. It was nasty. But I guess after all the shit he did, there was no other way that was gonna end. He apparently really believed what he was saying. But that is, after all, what they call it, post. Was it the post departure delusion disorder, something like that, right? The prophet, the something prophet. What's it called? The prophet dilemma is people who think they have the answers to everything, and really, what it is just another coping. It's just another coping mechanism. These just people trying to cope with what was happening. They're just people. They're just people like everybody else, but because it's like the world got split into two different groups: people who are looking for answers, and those who claim they have it. That's the people who, the prophet dilemma, right? That's the guilty remnant. That's Wayne and his cult of followers, and his Asian breeding ground, stuff like that. He's a complex. He was a complex fella. I can't believe all the cults died this season. So this season, all the people who had answers died, and what's left is people having to fend for themselves again, find their own answers in the world. So I wonder what season 2 is going to do now. It looks like he got his wish though. I know his wish was to get his family back. It was cool to see them together, because him and Wayne, because Wayne had this ability to do these things and make things happen like this, and well, at least he thought he did. And I love how if his power is real, he gave Kevin the last of his ability, and look what happened. You know, in some strange way, it all kind of worked in on itself, and this all came out of him watching Patty die and calling a friend. Matt was a great ass friend, man. Buried a body together with somebody. It's like one of those ride or die kind of things, right? That's the ride or die chick you want with you. Everybody deserves a friend like Matt. I feel like you could, if you did the most horrible thing in the world, and you had somebody like that who would back you up no matter what, you know, who always had your back, even when you didn't have his, you know. I feel like you could change your life around. Nothing is unforgivable. I would like to believe that, and Matt definitely does. Matt believes that nothing is unforgivable. You can fix, you can, you know. I don't know. I like how he believed him without any qualms. You know, because he knows the guy. He knows Kevin wouldn't do this kind of stuff. This wasn't his fault. Well, I don't know how. I don't know. I still don't know why he's having these blackouts, but they never explained that yet. That could be explained. Why he's having blackouts and stuff like that. But we have yet to see that. But Matt is such a good dude. I also like that he is on the religious side. I'm not religious, but no, let me put that in. How do I say this? I read a review somewhere that I read a review about the show, and they were saying how the religious it put religious people in a bad light, but I disagree. This episode alone, it showed at least 2 different people who are both religious. That guy on the bus, and then Matt, of course, both being religious people, end up being the ones who seem to have the most hope in this world, and are actually trying to fix it. And I think a lot of Matt's decision actually helped a lot. If Matt had done what he had dreamed of, what Kevin had dreamed he had done, right? put him in the mental institution, he would never have been reunited with his family. But because Matt was who he was, he's a good guy. He's a religious dude. He believes in people, and all that. He doesn't turn. He could have easily turned him in, and he didn't. I feel like that was the cynic in Kevin thinking about that. I don't know about the rest of it though, if that's real or not. I don't know what's going on with that whole dream sequence of his. But Matt having faith in him led to meeting Wayne, which led to him getting his family back. It can't be a coincidence, maybe there is a higher power. Maybe this show is even making it might even be making what do you call it? It might even be making a statement about God being there for them and stuff like that. It feels like there is a higher power at work sometimes in this show, the way things end up working out. I think they're being tested or something. The opening shot not the opening shot, but it was early on in the episode when Nora wakes up and goes to check on her family. Goes to the living room, and it was so messed up. I was terrified. That was one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen, actually. Just seeing not even accurate representations of her family. Enough that you know what they are, but they look sunken in, like they've been sitting there for years. I thought that's what happened. I thought they had come back. For a second there, I thought that we actually had a supernatural angle here. And I thought I saw, I saw them then. I was freaking out for a second. I thought there was really them, and we were looking at their bodies had been sitting there for all this time. That would have opened up a whole new can of worms, but it wasn't. They had snuck in somehow. They gotta get some better locks or something, because these people just sneak into the houses so quick, and they're wearing white, but they're like ninjas, white ninjas. Anyway, they snuck in and put those bodies in there. To see Nora's reaction to that was so horrifying. Just throwing her face in the air. It was so sad. It wasn't even sad. It was just chillingly horrifying. Didn't need to see that. That's like the ugly stuff I was talking about. I was gonna get real ugly. The show get real ugly. But it ended on a happy note. Wow. Almost didn't expect it to go that way. Well, it needed something like that. That's why. It needed something happy to happen, man. I like how when the mayor told him that you were right, that is so satisfying. It is so satisfying to know that she was kind of a dick, She was quite an asshole to him, and I felt, because he's our main character, man. He's doing his job and stuff, and he kept telling him about the guilty remnant and how bad they were. And I remember the first episode, he said that to her in the conference meeting they were having. How the guilty remnant, we don't know who they are, we don't know where they came from and all that, we don't know what they're trying to do. We need to do something about them. And she was like, leave them alone or something like that. And I think that's what she was talking about. He was right. He should have let it go. He should have not let it go. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else. She should have done something about it when she had the chance, but she let it go. Yeah. And look what happened. It exploded in her face. And we lost more people than you could possibly imagine. I mean, Jesus Christ. And we keep running into that same lady, the one we saw in the beginning. I wonder if there's more relevance to it than just running into her at odd times. She was pissed. She was pissed off. It must have been, what? She must have saw her baby. They must have got access to the surveys that Nora was taking. Because how in the world do they know about all the placements of people? Now, if I'm correct, though, I believe that the daughter was in the other position, though. Nora's daughter was in the other spot on the chair. I believe she was in the other seat. So they definitely got it wrong. I like that, because it shows that they didn't get everything right. They weren't 100% accurately perfect. Something must have been mixed up in the surveys or something. I don't know how they got that information. That's why, to know everybody, what they look like and everything. They must have been cracking into files, something. They had some connections there. I don't know how they got that information. I love what Jill did too. It's actually probably the best move someone could have made, was rather than avoid your issues already, just go and deal with the problem itself. If you because it must have hurt, right? It hurt to think your mom doesn't want anything to do with you anymore, and they clearly loved each other, right? What happened? They're so split up and so far away from each other, and and then Jill went over there is like a way of saying, fine, you don't care about me, prove it, prove it. I want to do whatever you do, you know. If you don't care about me, then prove it by letting me do the same thing you do. And I love how I was right. I knew it. She was gonna try and tell him to go away, trying to stop him from doing it. She just, once again, the mom was just coping too. She was coping with her own issues, and then she was wrong. She didn't really believe in this. We had seen that many times when she tried to get the lighter out. She tried to get the lighter out of the sewers or whatever, you know. We have seen several times throughout this story that she does definitely. She cares. She's still got a heart. She's not all the way out there. The way she looks at the daughter, she would look at the daughter from the side of the road and stuff like that, where they would pass by, catch each other's eyes. She was definitely, there's a wanting to go back out there. And as the family came closer to each other, right, they kind of reconnected. That was cool. I like how it was seeing the son and finally, all she had to do, all they had to do really was just, I think, be next to each other, but they kept going farther and farther away. The son went as far away as he could from his family. He's back though. He's freaking back. That's awesome. So it looks like the next part of this show will be taking place with them facing this crisis head on now, I think that this season was about running away. This next season going to be dealing with, facing our problems together, which is awesome because no matter what happens, and if they're together, at least that if they're together, they can face things as a family. I don't get the part where he was talking to Matt about, I know why we know why we were left behind. What is it? So we can remember. I don't know what they're talking about. He didn't want to be part of his family. He didn't want. He was going to leave his family, and then all this happened, and it made him change his mind. And now he wants to stay with his. Now he wanted his family, and then he lost his family. I don't know. I still don't understand what she was talking about. Why we're here or something. She cut her throat to let them know why we're here or something. I don't. That part goes over my head. Mainly because I don't like Patty. She's crazy, and I don't know. I don't believe anything she says. She's just another crazy person. But did she have anything in there that was real? Like Wayne, right? I think a lot of him was crazy, and he was just doing things to fill his own selfish needs. He's a complex figure that way because I think he looks like he really did believe in what he was doing, but because he makes his own rules, right? He did everything to solve himself. So even though he claimed to be this messiah and everything, I know all the answers. His ego made sure that everything happened. And just so happens, right? The part of what makes me who I am, what gives me power is I gotta sleep with all these Asian chicks. You gotta get them gummy worms and stuff, that part is his ego. That part doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like that was a gift from God. You know what I mean? Or whatever he claims to be getting his powers from. He may have had something, but it's mixed in with all of the self-indulgences, right? His narcissism and all of that. But I don't think it was entirely all about that. It wasn't just about him getting a bunch of Asian girls. That was part of it, but it was also he really believed what he was saying, or he was convincing himself so that he wouldn't feel guilty. It's complex. He's definitely not a simple character. But he's not a good dude either. Not a good guy. And that was the only way it was going to end for him. So, that is the season final of Leftovers. Strangely an uplifting episode because a lot of it is so damn depressing. Strangely, it's really relieving. It was really good. It was really great to see them coming back from all of this. I think maybe the show will actually, dare I say, going into more hopeful grounds. Maybe I'm just digging myself a grave there with that hope. But I don't know. The show kind of gave me some hope there. It made me something looking forward to, instead of something horrible happening. at the end. I thought Nora was gonna kill herself, for sure. That she had woken up to the tragedy twice. I don't know how she lives to that, but I think it makes Nora. It makes Nora the strongest person in the freaking show. Seriously, nobody had to deal with more trauma than her, and yet she soldiers on. She didn't kill herself. She claimed herself to be a coward who was unable to, I don't know, face her fears or whatever. By what? You go, what? So it's like she's saying she's a coward because she's not trying to kill herself or something. That doesn't make you a coward, you know? The cowardly way would be to kill yourself. Take yourself out of the equation, right? That's the other way to look at this. And she is soldiering on even though it's painful for her. And it was such an awful thing for them to do. It was so disturbing what they did to them. But Noah is sticking around, man. She didn't go out and start shooting people. Her tragedy is so deep that she faced herself instead, you know. That I guess she found herself wanting, but she couldn't kill herself, which I'm glad because there's still more for her to do. It would be sad if it would have been horrible if they actually succeeded in having her kill herself. Don't let them win. That's what they wanted you to do. We made them remember and shit. Why? What's the point? We're doing this shit. Why you just want to cause more harm to people? I mean, I think it's not good for them to try and forget, but it's not healthy the way you guys did it. This is not remembering. This is horror. That was horrible. That was horrifying. And then, oh man, and Christine leaving the baby behind too. It was messed up shit. So what happened? Looks like that was, I don't know, I'm confused. Oh, wait a minute, I don't know. Where did she find the baby? Whose house was she at? I get it. That was their house, wasn't it? I guess that's what happened, right? Nora was gonna leave. Nora brought the letter to their house. The only part of the house I remember is the deer part where it smashed to the house. I don't know what that part was, but it's like he brought the deer. I mean, he brought the letter. She brought the letter to the house, and then she found the baby on the porch. Okay, I think that's what happened because they were coming back from walking the dog. They found the dog, but it was the same dog, right? The one who Jill cut the rope and let him go, who was trying to bite them and everything, right? He thought he could tame it, but it's tamed now. I don't know what happened to it's not our dogs now. Apparently this one is now. The dogs are back. I don't know. They finally got the dog that they had wanted all those years ago. I don't know what's going on with that stuff. All those coincidences gotta mean something. But it looks like they're stronger now. So anyway, I could go on forever really about everything in the damn episode. So much to analyze, but I don't want to take any more time. So, otherwise this video gonna be 2 hours long or something. So, basically, I think next season will be about them. It sounds like it's gonna be more hopeful no matter what, because this season was about them running away from their problems, and all of them realizing that the real issues was themselves. That they gotta get back together. You know, we gotta face this together as a family. I'm looking forward to seeing Nora and Tom reunite because they seem to really be. They were a really good brother and sister duo, you know, half brother, half sister, whatever. Doesn't matter. They're family one way or the other. But to see them, I want to see them back together again. I want to see them hug it out and everything, you know. I bet you they missed each other. She missed her brother. He missed her, his sister, you know, and you know, and we didn't really get to see Kevin reunite with the father yet. I mean, we didn't get to see Kevin reunite with Tom yet, his son. We're gonna get all that up next season, I bet. And it looks like Laura is back. She's gonna join them. That's awesome. At least that's what I get from that last part. She holding her son's hand means she's back. She's not gonna leave them anymore. She has a lot to atone for, though. You know, seriously, she's a large part of why they split up. I mean, they both did shitty things, both her and Kevin. But I'm glad they're back together again because the being strong as a family. It's so sad because they're strong as a family. It's so sad to see Nora with well, I guess she found someone now. Now she found a baby. I don't know. She found the baby, and maybe she can start anew with that. I think that this means that they're not going to be together anymore. Because it sounded like she was going to say goodbye to him. and he's now found his family anyway. See, the good thing, the thing about his family, unlike hers, is she doesn't have a chance to make anything up, right? But with him, he still has his family. There's always a chance of them coming back together again, unlike her. And so, you know, just if anything, he always at least he has the ability to make up with his family if he can find them or something. You know, there's always a chance. Her, there's nothing. There's nowhere. At least not with that family. Not with her own family. It's terrible. So sad. Ugly. Terrible. Ugh. Something you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy, you know? Everybody deserves to keep their family. Jesus Christ. That's so awful. And she put them in the house. So she moved, I think. I don't think she's going to stay at the house anymore. She can't. It looks like Wayne's stuff didn't stick. The hug he gave her. It didn't really stick. She was, once again, just like the rest of them. Nora is a representation of everybody in this story. They were all just trying to cope with some horrible, unforgivable, unforgettable, crazy ass shit that should never have happened, but did, and they're all coping. And she realized that hugging Wayne was like she said, a shortcut. You know, she was just trying to get past it all by skipping this. So I think that's what happened. All these people come to Wayne. They let themselves believe that what he did helped them. But in the end, it's all bullshit. And I don't know, at least most of it is. You know, they let themselves believe it, so they hug him and they think, oh, you know, they want to be recovered so badly that by hugging him and imagine. They let him tell them that he's going to fix it, and they let themselves believe it, so they feel cured. But really, it was just hiding from, you know, the truth. And $1,000 probably helped too, because it feels like you paid for something. You better love it because you paid $1,000 for it, right? But the fact that she paid $1,000 at all says that she was desperate for an answer, desperate for something to fix it, just like all these other people, you know. And I think deep down, Wayne knew what he was doing. He was making money off of this and all that. He's not a very good person, not very forgivable. He was also licking that dead body of that guy. It was really gross. I don't know. He was off his rocker already, and he was taking advantage of people too much. Hard to sympathize with that guy. But he, you know, you're left to wonder: did he actually fix Kevin or not? Did he actually grant his wish or not? I don't know. I don't know what to think of that. I think that, I mean, if you're a cynic or if you're realistic about it, no. He's just crazy, and it's just a coincidence that all happened. But there's always the possibility, you know, that it did. You know, I don't know. And the last thing is, what about that dream sequence? What was in the magazine? I still don't know, because that was a dream sequence. I don't know if that was the actual magazine or what. I don't understand there what happened. Was that all in his head, or are they actually saying something is really happening? That's the only supernatural thing that happened there. Was him and Patty apparently going to go on some kind of journey together. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't know what that's about. If that's going to come to fruition, or are we just going to see him in dreams? He's still having blackouts. There's no explanation for that yet. Those are the parts that don't have an explanation. What does it do with his blackouts? And the dad seeing things in the magazine, and then the all the dream sequence stuff about him having a connection with Patty, and they're gonna do something. If you leave with her, you leave with her. What is that supposed to mean? I don't know. Does that mean Patty's gonna be hanging around in his dreams from now on? Oh, please no. That lady was unbearable. But Jesus, I don't know what to. I'm surprised Patty and Wayne never met. They would have made a couple, probably a good couple, man. Forget about Neil or whatever. Wayne and her would have been a great couple. Too much of a power couple, actually, because of their they would be so headstrong, and they would feed into each other's delusions, so that nothing could stop them. Nothing would be able to stop them, and they could combine cults. Him with all of his Asian chicks and all those people like Tom, you know, bodyguards. And then you have her with her guilty remnant all in white, standing around corners and smoking cigarettes, chain smoking and stuff. I don't know. They would have been an insane duo combining forces. But that's never gonna happen now. They both got finished off. That is that's about it. So I think that they're gonna move on to the family now. Don't know where that's gonna go from there, but that's it. Leftovers. This is Leftovers season final of episode of season 1. The prodigal son returns. I wonder why they just mentioned him. I mean, I guess because he did return, but we didn't really see Kevin or whatever. I don't know. There's a religious reference in there, but I mean, it's a religious reference. I don't know what the significance is of it. I don't know. But, you know what, though? Wayne having a daughter alone just says he's a fraud. That's proof enough to me that he didn't know what I was talking about. Says he was so sure it was going to be a son, and it was not. Says that he is. Are we going to find out more about what he was doing before he lost his freaking stomach? I don't know what the heck he was doing, hanging around in alleyways. I think he was waiting for something. I think he was waiting for a sign. It's like something told him to be here, and then he ended up dying instead. And he was wondering if he was a fake or not. I don't know what to believe there. Don't know what's going on. But as soon as he asked Tom to get money for the other guy or whatever, you knew something was, or something like that. You knew something was really wrong. Get money for the other guy, put it in the mailbox. You knew that he was starting to make it up as he went, because I think he really believed what he was doing, and he went over to something with the Russian people. I think there was some kind of a vision. He had a vision, right, of something happening. I remember that. I don't know the details anymore. I forget what he said, but I feel like that vision. He knew he was gonna die, but probably because he was gonna put himself in a situation like that. But I think he knew. I think he realized that it didn't go the way he thought it was gonna go, and then he dies, and he dies anyway. So he was praying that someone would come along. They could give him his trying to make one last person's wish come true, to prove I'm not a fraud. Crazy action. So that is season 1 final of Leftovers. I don't know how long I've been talking, but that is it. I gotta go. That was freaking amazing. I will see you guys in the next season.